Hello, this is Russell from
Tones of Evil.
And you're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luke of Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Yes, say you want some justice?
We got unlimited justice for you, pal!
That's right, kids. From the ashes of comic capers comes the first episode of Unlimited Justice. Your one-stop shop for everything Justice Society and Justice League.
And Justice League adjacent.
And for the last two people on the internet who don't know who we are, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is
Lilith Hellfire! You can blame me for this one. It's fine.
Hey, man. Lil says, I have an idea, and I heard it, and I said, damn it, I'm in.
You son of a bitch, I'm in. That's
Exactly.
Rick and Morty.
No, because I was like, unlimited justice, you say. All right, so, yes, this was your idea, Lilith Hellfire, so what do these teams mean to you, Lilith Hellfire?
So much. JSA is like the foundation for my love of DC, to be honest. I love the Golden Age. I think that you can do without the Golden Age, but if you've never read Golden Age stories, especially about these heroes, then I think you're missing out on the potential that they have. Yeah. Like, I feel like everything's so dark, grim, and gritty now, and it just wasn't always that way. And if you ever just want to take a peek and like really feel what comics were like and how like good comics could be without being dark, grim, and gritty, Golden Age JSA, just Golden Age heroes in general, perfect. But I also think that Justice League is a phenomenal successor to the JSA.
Yes, when done right.
Yes, when done right. And it's been done right so many times, and you don't need the big seven to make a good Justice League. And that's when I think the Justice League is best, when it's not doing the core seven members and stuff.
Oh, eventually I want to get this Justice League Detroit and...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Justice League Europe's not that bad either.
No.
They have some really good issues.
Oh, yeah, that era. Yeah, I want to do all that era. Yeah, like the JMD Mateus stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, obviously, if you grew up in the 90s... you're a Bruce Timm kid, you know what I mean? And It goes from Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, and out of that spun Justice League. And I think that's where a lot of people really reference their Justice League stuff, as you should.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing, kids. Not only are we going to be doing comics, but the last week of every month, we're going to review an episode of the Justice League Animated Series.
Yep. So, hold on to your hats, kids.
Exactly.
Blow those DVDs off.
Hey, I'm trying to. I think it's on DC Universe Finite.
You mean HBO Max?
Oh, HBO Max. I'm sorry.
DC Finite has nothing.
Yeah, it's just the comics. I'm sorry. Back in my day, it was all on the DC.
I know. For that whole year and a half, there was.
I know. Yes.
They had TV shows.
Yes, you're right. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I believe it is all on the HBO Max. So yes, if you don't have Blu-rays or DVDs, kids.
Although the DVDs and Blu-rays have really great behind the scenes information uncut scenes, deleted scenes.
Hey-oh.
So it gives you a lot of backstory into what Justice League means to those writers. Like, they were very passionate about that show. That show was very hard to actually get made and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. All those sets always come with extra stuff.
Yeah, back in the day, the DVDs had the stuff too, not just the Blu-rays. But yeah, so what about you, Phil? How do you feel about the JSA and Justice League?
I mean, I came to the Justice League first, but I mean, I love both groups. I love that Golden Age.
I think Jeff Johns did a great job for making the JSA cool in the modern era with the stars and stripes stuff as well too. So
that's when I really got into it. Is around the turn of the century, when
No. Not that turn of the century.
The 21st. Shut up. I'm not that old. The 21st century. Yeah. When, like Jeff Johns era. Yeah. Just like revitalizing the Justice Society and really, gave me the appreciation for the Justice Society. The Justice League. I mean, I've been here. I was sporadically, I would read it, but like once JLA hit with Grant Morrison, yeah, that's when I got.
And really. I'm going to just give you a very probably unpopular opinion, but for me, Justice League greater than Avengers always has been, always will be.
I could see that.
Avengers was just a cash grab. Justice League actually came out of love, a labor of love, and wanting to see all of the great characters interact on a team and go cosmic and do cool stuff and just like really flesh out the story. Because in this world, it would make sense that they would want to work together.
And again, especially after Crisis, it's like, just like this was DC's strength.
Exactly.
It was DC's strength, yeah, because it's like Justice League is kind of like the successor of Justice Society. So it's, again, the legacy stuff that it seems like DC forgets a lot of the time anymore. But it's like, yeah, like you said, Avengers, it's just like, a bunch of coworkers getting together. But here, yeah, it's like this grand...
It's a family, whether we're eating, the chili at a Christmas party.
It's like a grand... It's a grand legacy,
It truly is. And, even if you want to take that a step further, look at Titans. They kind of take that from that and then stuff like that too. So,
I mean, that's what hurts me about these, new, DC movies. It's like
they forget their legacy. The legacy is definitely lost.
And it's all dark and it's like, it's like Disney's killing it. And it's like, guys, it's like you set the tone for this group stuff, You guys were here before Avengers, Fantastic Four, X-Men, all of them,
Yep. And so, that's what inspired us. And just want to live in my nostalgia-filled rage. That's all.
Yes. So, yeah, we'll do a lot of Justice League and Justice Society stuff and hope eventually, might not be till next year or after, but it's like, yeah, maybe we'll get into some solo stuff, some people who don't always get the spotlight, like what were we talking about? Hawkman.
Oh, yeah. Just the Hawk people in general.
Yeah, it's true. And, maybe I'll sneak in some Captain Atom or something. Yeah, just whoever we feel needs a spotlight.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, let's get into one of our first stories, I guess, that we're covering today.
Yeah, episode 1. Of course, what are we going to do?
No, it's episode 0, Secret Origins.
Should I do this episode 0, Lilith Hellfire?
You should, just for poops and giggles.
Okay, I will.
It'll be like a throwback to the original Cape show, actually.
Oh, true. Okay, yes, episode 0, kids. All right. So of course we're going to cover the first appearances of the Justice Society and the Justice League. So I think it's best to take these in order. So
okay, that's fair enough.
So Justice Society, their first appearance was All-Star Comics number 3 from December 1940.
Good things come in December, always.
Hey-oh!
SAG season, baby!
No, when the most birthdays are? I think it's like, what is that? Like that beginning, the first week of October, because all those New Year's, all those babies conceived on New Year's, yeah. But yes, yeah. I know, Lilith Hellfire.
Remember, I'm a St. Patty's conception baby. So my whole life fits together perfectly.
Yes. It's not my fault. All right, so, oh my lord. Okay, so the title, The First Meeting of the Justice Society of America.
We call it to order. No, we shall not be super friends. That comes later.
Oh man, I need a drop of a gavel hitting the table. All right, so the writer Gardner Fox, penciler Everett E. Hibbard.
Order.
Yes, I'd like a cheeseburger, please. So yes, Everett Hibbard did the pencils and inks, and editor Sheldon Mayer.
And I think all these people, rest their souls, have passed away.
Oh, probably, yeah, because they probably weren't spring chickens when this was brand new. So yeah, because usually like what old white guys writing these at this point, wasn't it?
Yeah. Unless it was Wonder Woman. She actually did have some of the female writers in there. Oh,
true. But yeah, so the cover date was December 1940, but it was published on November 22nd, 1940. So 8 superheroes gather together at a secret location for the first official meeting of the Justice Society of America.
Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice.
Johnny Thunder decides to crash the party, and with the unwitting aid of his magic thunderbolt, brings all the heroes together much more quickly than they originally intended. Johnny suggests that they should each tell the tale of their most exciting adventure. I love the golden ageness of this issue. It's just like, oh yeah, why are you so great? Well, let me tell you.
You know, you got to get a feel for everybody. You know, it's what do they call it? Corporate team building.
Yeah. Is this where they
tell us something about yourself? You know,
is this where they got the idea for that Batman episode? Almost got him.
Probably. I mean, there's quite a lot of stories actually like this of the Golden Age. So
oh yeah.
I definitely feel like that was probably a little homage to that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like a nice like storytelling tool where it's like, oh, if you're not familiar with certain characters, hey, yeah, we're going to show you, you know.
And Johnny Thunder, definitely.
Well, again, there was no, you know, back issue bins or anything. So it's like, if you missed an issue, you missed an issue at this time, kids.
And it's gone forever at this point.
Oh yeah. It's in a landfill somewhere, probably. Yeah. All right. So the first story was on the Flash. Jay Garrick and Joe.
Not the Flash you're used to.
No.
Sorry, kids. It's the Flash I'm used to.
The only Flash at this point, yes. Jay Garrick and Joan Williams are having dinner at a New York restaurant when a woman named Mary Rogers approaches them. She tells the couple that her father, treasure hunter Tim Rogers, has been searching for a legendary sunken ship called the Santa Maria. She is concerned, however, because pirates from a rival ship called the Nancy K have been trying to sabotage her efforts.
Pirates, guys. Arg.
I was going to say.
Also, real quick, shout out to, I just want to sign the petition for JWS's dog to be the dog on the Flash, because technically Jill and Jay do have a dog that looks like his dog. So, aww. Just a petition real quick.
All right. So these pirates come from the Nancy K, or I was going to say Mary K.
K Jewelers? What now?
Hello. Jay sneaks off to change into the Flash and races to the Panama coast to investigate the scene. Panama! Streaking through the water like a torpedo, he manages to find the sunken ruins of the ship. After evading the jaws of a hungry shark, Flash introduces himself to Tim Rogers, who subsequently tells him about the pirates of the Nancy K.
Now, where's Aquaman when you need him?
I know. Jay swims after the Nancy K and uses his super speed as a makeshift propeller in order to steer the ship off course. Boarding the vessel, he races around the deck, confounding the efforts of the armed pirates. He then aims the Nancy K on a direct course for an iceberg. Oh, God, Lord. Returning to Rogers.
And that ship was the Titanic.
Hey-oh. Returning to Rogers' ship, the Flash aids the man in securing the gold from the hull of the Sancta Joanna. So the Titanic joke. So that old lady, she was just a liar, right? And a bit of a slut too.
Hey, now we don't slut shame around.
No, didn't they say that on Seinfeld? Wasn't that on Seinfeld? George is like,
yes,
that old lady was a liar, right? And Terry, I don't know if he said slut, but he said something like kind of a. Oh yeah, he said kind of a tramp too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right, so yeah,
we can tramp shame. That's fine.
Yes. So, old-timey word. All right, Lil, what did you think of the Flash stuff?
I think that it perfectly encapsulates what the Flash was at that time. We've done, like, if you remember Comic Capers, we did some of that old stuff where it was like, everybody's hungry and space themed and just weird stuff,
Yeah,
Pirates. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, we did the Barry stuff from the 50s. I mean, yeah, this is 1940, so yeah, kids, this is what you're getting in 1940. It fit right in.
Pirates are.
All right.
But yeah, treasure hunting was actually a really big thing back in the day, like for the movies and books and stuff. So like I said, that fits in very timely with the culture.
Exactly.
And you'll notice a theme for that for all the stories that they actually tell, though. They're definitely movies and books of the time inspired by these stories that they're telling.
Yeah. All right. The next story is Hawkman. Carter Hall and Shira Sanders attend a science expedition in New York. Shira learns about a strange volcanic phenomenon taking place on the island of Krakatoa. She decides...
Suck it, X-Men!
She decides to investigate the affair despite Carter's protestations. Concerned that Shira may be placing herself in danger, he decides to follow her in the guise of Hawkman. When they arrive at Krakatoa, they discover that...
Or as I like to call him, Captain Caveman!
Ah! What, the bare chest?
Yes, exactly.
What? Oh my. Lil's getting excited, kids. When they arrive at Krakatoa, they discover that the interior of the volcano is populated with men calling themselves fire ghosts. Hawkman notes that the alleged fire ghosts are coated with a strange material which renders them invulnerable to the effects of the flames. The fire ghosts capture Hawkman and Shira and bring them deeper into the volcano to the lair of Mazda, the sorcerer.
Zoom.
I was gonna say, what's his attack? 2.9 APR.
Nice.
Thank you. Mazda reveals that he is actually a scientist who has developed a force generator that harnesses pockets of hot steam from the volcano. So yes, kids, not only is this the origin of the Justice Society, but it's the origin of Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets.
Another sponsor. Hey, come on.
Jim Gaffigan. Gotta love him.
But yes, it harnesses the pockets of hot steam and transforms it into pure force with this technology. Mazda plans on taking over the world. Hawkman breaks free and wrestles with Mazda. He flips him backwards into the magma pits, killing him. Hawkman then brings Shira back to her hotel room. Oh my god, this is why Lilith Hellfire loves the Golden Age, because it was all, hey, how do we end this story? We kill our enemy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying! It's a logical thing to do!
Lilith's like, this is the era where we really got justice.
Unlimited justice!
Well, it's kind of limited if you keep killing your enemies off.
Oh, don't worry, more will pop up.
I was gonna say, is that why these started easing the brakes on the killing, not because of any moral thing, because it's
just for storytelling purposes. Yes.
What are the creators like? Damn, we got to create a new new enemy every month now. Come on.
That's my headcanon.
Exactly. All right, then we get to the Specter. Russell, are you there now? The Specter. During the nights of the full moon, a mysterious shadowy figure prowls the streets of New York, taking random lives. No,
not that guy.
No, not Lilith. A guard from the central building is found dead, the apparent victim of a strangulation. The police commissioner assigns Jim Corrigan to the case, demanding that he...
Oh, poor Jim Corrigan. He gets no respect.
Demanding that he find the killer as soon as possible. Well, isn't that what the police are supposed to do?
It's the 40s, not really.
Oh, true. Yeah, see? Corrigan returns to the central building where he notices the presence of a strange brass gargoyle that had not been present on previous occasions. The gargoyle leaps down from its pedestal, declaring itself as Oom, O-O-M, a monster that had spent thousands of years trapped on the moon.
More like oof.
Ah! Now that he is free, he pledges to kill as many people as possible. Oh my god, this reminds me of someone. Now that I'm sober, I will kill as many people. Attacks Corrigan, who quickly alters his appearance to that of the Specter. Challenges the Specter, declaring that the first person to locate the fabled Red Moon Stone of Yazgardali will have earned the right to remain on the Earth. The loser must agree to abandon the planet forever.
How many names can you make up? Gotta make it sound foreign and weird, see?
I know, it's like, basically, who do you think you are with all these names?
Excelsior!
Oh, there's no alliteration, though, so that's fine.
The Spectre and travel through outer space in search of the Moonstone. Attempts to... Is
this the new Juggernaut?
The effing attempts to slow the Spectre down through the aid of one of Yazgardali's henchmen.
You think his last name was Thurman?
Oh. Jerry. Nancy Boy Cream got all over the Sue Kramer. Daniel.
He's threatening y'all with a Seinfeld episode on Patreon. Just know that.
Trying to get Lilith Hellfire in the mood, kids. Everyone's like, have you tried a puppy and some bourbon? Come on. The crony in question, a large...
Tequila film. Tequila.
Oh, please, if anyone wants to sponsor us, tequila companies, please, you'll get your money's worth.
Shockingly, if we had alcohol, I would prefer Jägermeister.
The choice of Lilith Hellfire and podcasters everywhere.
Or, if you really want to know, Crown Royal. I need more.
Oh my god, those bottles just keep getting bigger, too. Oh my god, talk about I need it bigger. Jeez.
Bigger is better. Yes, it's true.
Hey, well. Alright, so he's trying to slow him down with the henchmen. The crony in question, a large brown...
Doug Mitch? What?
Talk about smoking a doobie. The crony in question, a large brown space dragon, battles the Specter while takes the opportunity to find the Moonstone. The Specter...
What is going on?
Talk about your O-face. Hey-o. The Specter succeeds in taking the stone away from and returning to Earth, thus winning the contest. However, refuses to return...
He won the contest?
Don't have to worry about me. I won a contest. The Specter uses his unlimited power to pull Oom's soul from his body, trapping it inside the Moonstone. He then hurls it out into deep space.
Deep Space 9?
I knew you couldn't resist. I knew it.
Cisco, get on that.
Hey-o. All right. The next one is Our Man.
Oh, he was this close to having a TV show in the late 2010s too. Damn Arrow.
Lil's like, Our Man, where can I find that?
Yeah, I got that last night. I mean, literally, if Blue Chew wanted a superhero.
Oh, nice. Yes.
If it's good enough for Joe Rogan, it's good enough for me.
Blue Chew, please. All right. Mr. Bannerman informs Rex Tyler that he wants him to attend the Durant charity costume ball.
Know he's an alpha male. His first name is Rex.
Yes. And this guy wants him to attend the costume ball with his niece, Regina Page. Rex decides to go to the...
It's always a Page, isn't it?
I was going to say, this is the 40s, but Regina Page sounds like a social media influencer, doesn't she?
A social something.
Hey-o. Rex decides to go to the function dressed as Our Man. When he...
A real original, pal.
When he arrives, he sees 5 other guests also dressed as Our Man. They wish. They wish Our Man was that popular. Hey-o. He learns that the other Our Men plan on stealing the Durant Diamond Collection and pinning the job on the real Our Man. Rex takes some Miracolo.
Some Blue Chew.
I was going to say, he takes stuff to, give him
and it
power.
only lasts for an hour.
Come on, Blue Chew.
Otherwise, it's good enough for Joe Rogan. It's good enough for me.
Yeah, come on, Blue Chew. Us, Our Man, come on.
DC, Blue Chew, I see a sponsorship in somebody's future.
Lilith, they might want us to do an Our Man podcast.
It'll only be like 20 episodes. It's fine.
Hey-o.
We'll do a mini-series. It'll be fine.
Some of that JSA stuff, do an issue at a time. But one of them knocks him down from behind with the butt end of his gun. When he awakens, he discovers that the thieves are gone. He sneaks into Durant's study where he finds evidence indicating that Durant is the ringleader of his own robbery. In need of fast...
That's how the rich stay rich, baby!
In need of fast money, he staged the robbery so he can collect on the insurance money.
Insurance scams. Classic 40s story.
Yeah, sir. Our Man tracks down the thieves and apprehends all 5 men. He then exposes Durant's fraud, and the police arrive to arrest everyone.
Get in the paddy wagon!
What's this swingers party going on, sir?
Yikes.
I know. All right, so the next one is Sandman.
Oh, Mr. Sandman.
Wesley Dodds and...
Not that Sandman. Much better Sandman.
I know. Wesley Dodds and Diane Belmont are driving through the country when suddenly they come upon a 20-foot unconscious man. Unable to do anything about...
Talk about your giant-sized man thing.
Hey-o!
It's a giant-sized man thing.
Stay tuned for March, kids. Unable to do anything about it, they return to the city where Wes begins investigating the extraordinary case as the Sandman. He sneaks into the medical offices of a nearby hospital.
Wait a minute. Do you think Sandman and Our Man hang out together? Get it? The hourglass Sandman?
I was going to say they're dropping something.
Probably acid.
Oh!
Or cocaine. You can get it at a pharmacy at this time.
Oh, true. Yeah. Back in the day.
Mix it in with a little cola syrup and you're good to go.
Back in the days, kids.
Everyone loves cocaine.
Seriously.
He's getting nuts. I mean, think about it.
Everyone loves cocaine.
Then he's screaming.
I'm uncancelable.
Every time.
I know.
The little Maz laugh every time. I just need a drop of the little Maz laugh, actually.
I know. All Mazes are good. How about...
Yes, I'll allow it.
Ooh.
Come on, Maz, we need you to catch up with the drop.
I know. I was going to say, I'm going to have to look for more gold. So yes.
It's gold, Philly, I tell you, it's gold.
So West sneaks into the medical offices of a nearby hospital where he discovers that a doctor named Farversham lost his medical license for performing illegal experiments.
Your name has sham in it. What did you expect to happen?
I know, they weren't subtle in these. But yes, illegal experiments involving pituitary disorders on mice. Hospital security guards burst into the room and the Sandman is forced to escape out the window. He continues following the trail with Diane. Along the side of the road, they find a giant-sized cat chasing a giant-sized rat. Whoa.
What is this, Marvel? Is that a scroll? Superior puss. Indeed.
Romping around for several moments, both animals fall over dead. The Sandman concludes that both animals were experiments of Dr. Farversham. The Sandman finds an old country house and enters the cellar. In the darkened room, he finds a man strapped to a laboratory table. Is this Lilith's house? The man explains that
I know, I'm getting nervous over here. Like, wait a minute. Oh, we don't have basements in Florida. It's fine. It's fine.
That's third bedroom. The man explains that Farversham has been kidnapping men and transforming them into giants. This is you. However, the effects are only temporary and ultimately fatal. Yes. Farversham sneaks up behind the Sandman and tries to kill him, but West manages to knock him out with his right cross. Yeah, because of the old Buscema.
Who you think you are, Sal Buscema?
Yes. All right, so let's get this going. Man, there's a lot of members here. Dr. Fate.
Worst of all, Dr. Fate.
Oh,
they have done this character so dirty.
Yeah. They're just like, he's quite a cool helmet.
Remember when he was like a teenage doctor? Oh, that was the worst.
I think that version may be still hanging around somewhere, but...
Zatanna must kill that.
Yeah. All right, so Inza Kramer is shopping at an old antique store in Salem when she meets a strange woman. The woman sells her a small brown box, which she claims comes from Samathuras, home of the ancient mysteries. Inza accepts the box, and in a moment, the strange woman disappears. Inza returns to her apartment and opens the box.
This feels like a Stargate SG-1 story.
The box emits a strange gas, which renders Inza unconscious. Is this
the original Joker gas?
Seriously. The image of the mystery woman appears in her dreams, instructing her to find Dr. Fate. Inza awakens and...
Want to get under that helmet, do you?
Hey-oh! Want some of that helmet, huh?
It's a giant-sized man thing.
Inza awakens and rushes to Fate's tower. As he greets her, an army of the Egyptian undead rises from the ground and attacks them. Dr. Fate grabs Inza and flies off. He catches a whiff of her perfume and recognizes the scent as Chevagrease, an opiate used for magical effect. Oh my, that's quite be-chanting, my dear.
Talk about Chanel number 9.
Hello. Someone has deliberately poisoned Inza as a means of getting to Fate. Dr. Fate brings her back to her apartment where he places her in a deep sleep, gives her the Cosby, then flies off in search of the beings responsible.
Jello.
Oh! Dr. Fate finds that an amateur wizard has acquired a tome. Isn't always a damn amateur? Which allows him to pull nightmares.
He's a petty dabbler indeed.
Exactly. Which allows him to pull nightmares directly from a victim's psyche. Fate fights up against several phantasms, including a giant octopus.
Superior puss! Superior puss!
The witches of Endor and a herd of maddened unicorns.
We all know how dangerous unicorns can be. Just ask Gary.
Smoked doobie.
Piercing the wizard's force shield, Dr. Fate brings him down brings him down using old-fashioned martial arts. The wizard dies as his neck is broken. Another dead enemy! That's what you get. Dr. Fate then opens a rift and banishes the wizard from Earth for eternity in case he reincarnates someday.
See?
Not only is it enough to kill you, but you're not even going to reincarnate, bitch.
Modern comics could never. They have to leave the door open.
I mean, I knew this before, but now I see why you love these Golden Age stories. It's like, kill them all! Let God sort them out.
Exactly. Dangle them from the bat plane!
Exactly.
Let them get... I tell you, my favorite is getting crushed in the recycler. That's my favorite one.
Yes. All right. Next is the Atom. Al Pratt is on a geology field trip at Kelvin College when he notices an armored car robbery on a desolate...
That's a real college, by the way.
Oh, my.
It's in Michigan, I think.
Oh, so DCU?
But it's a religious college, so I don't know.
Changing into the Atom, he attempts to leap on top of the hijacked vehicle, but slips from the roof and falls to the ground. Fellow students Mary James comes upon
Ray
him.
Palmer could never.
Oh, I know. And Al revives just in time to prevent Mary from removing his mask. The Atom is back on the case and tracks the criminals down. He follows the stolen armored car to an airstrip where the hijackers are preparing to load 20... What, is that 20 million? Or 20,000? Is that a decimal point or...
Probably 20,000.
I was gonna say.
That's still a lot of money back then.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was 20 million, I was about to say in 1940s money, that's like $1 trillion.
Exactly. That's Bezos money right there.
Oh, it might be $20 million. $20 million in gold bars onto an airplane. Yeah, that plane.
The airplane's not gonna lift off with that much money.
No.
A 1940s plane? No, it's 20,000.
I know. Bursting onto the scene, the Atom dives into the thugs and quickly overpowers them. Mary James arrives at the scene with the police to take the men away. She just showed up with the police.
As you do.
All right.
And, of course, a couple of those gold bars went missing.
True. Uh-huh. Yes. All right, so I think this is the last one. Yes, a fellow you may have heard of, Green Lantern.
Not the Green Lantern you're used to, which is going to be my catchphrase.
Yeah, settle down, kids. It's not the one you're thinking of.
I, of course,
It's the man that's afraid of wood.
Oh, hey-oh.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
Definitely not that a-hole.
Oh! And yes, it's
Sorry, Will.
It's Alan Scott.
Seems like I'm getting a package every other
Great
day.
Scott!
As crime runs rampant through the city, citizens begin to look towards Commissioner Mason for guidance. However, a political opportunist named Lacey manipulates events to get Mason out of office. He arranges it so that it appears that Mason is accepting graft and has him exposed. To fill the vacuum, Lacey is appointed as the new police commissioner. Lacey maintains all the city's racketeering outfits, but manages to keep a low profile on everything.
It's not hard to do. Nobody's a genius in the 40s.
Yeah, man. Cigarettes make you strong, kids. Alan Scott learns of the affair and decides to investigate as Green Lantern. He consults with an investigative journalist named Paul Pryor.
At least it's a man. See, the hints were there the whole time.
Oh, true. And
Honestly, I truly believe that they just probably weren't allowed to because of the comics codes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's 1942, so I mean, it makes sense he'd be closeted.
And then even in the society itself,
Yeah, he'd be closeted, yeah.
Because, think about it. Superman has Lois. Yeah. Barry has Iris. I'm just saying, if you're an investigative reporter and you're friends with the superhero, chances are you're the love interest. Just saying.
Together they plan to expose Lacey. Lacey sends his goons to kill Pryor, but the Green Lantern whisks him away to safety. Lacey's henchman, Ape, manages to render Alan unconscious with a wooden club. But the Green Lantern...
Yep.
But the Green Lantern quickly revives and escapes. He flies after Lacey, who is preparing to kill Paul Pryor. Using the power of his ring, he traps the corrupt police commissioner and hypnotically forces him to publicly reveal how he framed Commissioner Mason. So yeah, you're right. This
Perry Mason.
Yeah.
In that kid grew up to be Perry.
Oh my. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I could see it back here too, because yeah, any other story, this would be a female reporter. I could see that. So all
Things to make you go.
So all you homophobes who are complaining, this was the original plan.
Although they really haven't made it meaning, like it's annoying, not because they made him gay, it's because they just kind of did it as a gotcha. Yeah. They haven't really fully expanded on what that means for the character, both in the past and in the present, and what that means going forward in the future. Well, it just was like, we'll just pull some guy out of a hat. That's what it felt like. Well,
we need a new JSA book or Justice Society book.
Yes.
Yeah, classic.
And not just like an Earth 2 book.
Yeah, classic.
Those are great, and we'll probably get there eventually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to get to all that stuff. Earth 2, all of it. But yes, after a round...
Truly the best Earth. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Although Earth 3 is really pretty cool, too.
True. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to do some Crime Syndicate.
Oh, obviously we're doing Crime Syndicate.
After a round of storytelling, the JSA finds that it has some urgent business at hand. Yeah, they're like, hey, there's a message for us from Washington. Yeah, let's send the Flash to see what it is. I mean, at least it makes sense. All right, Lil, so we know you love this issue, but...
I thought all the stories kind of encapsulate what makes them great as heroes, and, somebody agrees with me.
JSA, but, oh, yeah. Who is that? Is that you, Russell?
Go to bed, Russell!
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
But no, I thought it was a fun round table of storytelling. Obviously, the team does change from this lineup in a little bit, but this lineup is pretty cool. Everybody's pretty obscure at this point, too.
Yeah. I mean, what was I going to say? Yeah, that is Russell. Yes, Russell. JSA better than JLA. But no, I was going to say, when Stargirl comes back, probably in the summer, maybe we should do some Stargirl issues or something.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Stars and Stripes especially. I really like Stars and Stripes.
Definitely. And she's in some JSA.
Like, that should have actually been the name of the show just because of who is doing the stripes in the show, but we love a Wilson brother in this house, so.
Trying to bring the teenage girls in here, Lil.
I know.
All right, so any other thoughts?
And Brett is really cool. I enjoy her portrayal a lot.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
The whole cast is pretty cool, honestly.
Anytime you would like to come to talk to anybody on that cast, anytime you want to come talk to us, hey, door's open.
Or the writers.
Oh, true. Hey,
I think the writers have been doing such a great job.
Hey.
They actually feel like teenagers, but not like 90210 teenagers.
Hey, writers, actors on that show, you're all invited. You guys can do a round table. Me and Lil will just sit here and shut up, and you guys can just talk.
You can just give us behind the scenes stories for all we care.
Exactly.
They seem like they have fun because they shoot in Atlanta, so that's a really great city. So
it looks like it. All right, so should we get to the Justice League?
Ooh, I actually know the answer to this right now.
Wait, why the heck hasn't there been an ongoing JSA book? Why, Lil Hellfire?
They're too busy with Justice League.
Although
I hear there actually are plans. It's just that Jeff Johns isn't busy. He's kind of the go-to guy. And I think it would make sense because Stargirl is actually doing super good in the ratings, especially since it's a solely CW show. It's the best produced CW show.
Yeah, they kind of
has the biggest budget.
Yeah, all that Doomsday Clock stuff, they kind of, one of the good things out of it was they kind of brought back that classic Justice Society. Yeah, they just haven't done anything with him yet. Alan Scott.
Yeah, they're waiting. Jeff Johns has to have some time. That's their go-to guy for that. And when he has some time, expect a new JSA book.
Yeah. Because Alan Scott was in that, what was that miniseries where Roy Harper was wearing a black ring? Yeah, he was in that for 2 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, Russell is trying to seduce me with the new Specter book. Okay. I don't appreciate that, Russell.
Yeah, we were just talking about the Specter.
Yeah, I love the Specter.
In the first Justice Society book, Russell, because they all told stories about their adventures, and Specter had one, so.
Okay, let's get to that JLA story.
All right, so the first one from The Brave and the Bold, 28 from, we jump ahead to March 1960.
Whew, that's a big jump, honestly.
I know, like
in comic book years, that's a huge jump.
20 years, yeah. The Spectre's my favorite DC character.
I thought Green Arrow was your favorite one. Make up your mind, Russell.
Yeah, Russell. I told you, Russell, if you want to, you'll be interested next year, on the Green Lantern podcast, we're going to be covering that series where Hal's the Spectre.
You mean this year?
Oh, yes.
2022?
2022. Yes, that's right. Yes.
I know it's the first week. It's always hardest the first week to remember.
That's what she said.
I hope not.
No, I know. No, so yeah, we're going to be covering some, it's on the schedule, mixed in with Green Lantern issues with some Hal Jordan Specter, so.
Oh, you have my attention.
Oh my, okay.
I thought that and Parallax, that's the only time.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
Love is a strong word.
Hey-oh! Alright, so Brave and the Bold 28, March 1960, Justice League of America. Oh, the first appearance also of Starro the Conqueror.
Kind of timely.
Yeah. Writer Gardner Fox again.
I don't think that was a real writer. I should have changed my mind.
It was like a title that somebody put. Yes.
It's a mantle, if you will.
Oh my. Penciler Mike Sekowski, inkers Bernard Sachs, Joe Gaella, and Murphy Anderson, letterers Gaspar Saladino, and editor Julius Schwartz.
Oh.
That's right, it's a Julie. That's right. All right.
No, like let me just seriously about Gardner Fox, right? Because he wrote over 4,000 stories, at least 1,500 of them for DC. It is a mantle. He was not a real person. Hashtag change my mind. Ain't no way. No way.
He was a cyborg.
I'm just saying, if that's not your headcanon for Gardner Fox, I don't know what you're doing.
All right, so we'll watch Lilith Hellfire perk up. While swimming in the Atlantic, Aquaman comes upon Peter the Pufferfish. Hey-oh!
Talk about smoking a doobie.
Smoked a doobie.
I was going to say.
How many packs of peckers could a piper peck? If a pecker could pipe peck? Yeah, I got that last night.
Who tells him about a strange alien menace. He witnessed a gigantic creature named Starro land in the sea and use its powers to transform 3 starfish into oversized monsters that resembled Starro itself. Aquaman decides to call an emergency meeting of the Justice League of America and activates the communicator contained within...
Now wait a damn minute. You ain't just gonna speed past that.
Contained in his A-belt.
Oh, the good old days.
What, speed past what? Justice League of America?
Yeah, it's like, I'm just gonna hit my activator. I was like, no boom tubes, no mother boxes. How nice.
I know, seriously, just a beeper.
Who are they, Kim Possible?
Oh my! Wonder Woman is the first to receive the signal and cuts short her date with Steve Trevor to respond to the call.
Because, he understands. The babe understands.
Put it back in your pants, I gotta go. She pilots
But keep the shirt off, I shouldn't be long.
There's a drop! Wonder Woman's like, really? Now?
We were busy boning.
She pilots her invisible robot plane to the Justice League's cavern headquarters. That's right, kids, they were in the cave. Superman is the next to receive the signal, but he is too busy in outer space smashing meteors that threaten to enter Earth's atmosphere. Likewise, Batman receives the distress call, but a crime wave in Gotham City prevents him from responding. And modern comics would never, because they would include Batman as much as they could.
And that's why I think I like this era of Justice League, to be honest.
I'd like that even in this era...
He's a reserve member, auxiliary.
I like in this era that they're aware that they're like, yeah, maybe they'll put Superman and Batman in the first one. They're going to kind of overshadow everyone, so.
Auxiliary. Emergency.
Although
Wonder Woman is OP. She's even more OP than Superman, low-key, but we don't talk about that.
Yes, but she was the girl, Lilith.
I know. And I don't complain. I think she's fantastic in the Justice League almost always.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As we will see coming up, kids. All right. Green Lantern is test flying a jet fighter, but sets it on autopilot, then flies off.
What a jerk!
I know. He's like, I'll catch it. Well, he's flying around the world. He's like, I'll catch it before
Exactly.
it lands. Oh, my.
Classic.
The Flash, meanwhile, disrupts a powerful tornado and then speeds away in response to the call. Fortunately, it is easy for Detective John Jones to excuse himself as the police chief tells him that he has earned himself some much-needed vacation time.
Actually, he just uses telepathy powers, but it's fine.
Yeah, I have more vacation days left this year.
It's the thing we don't talk about.
Man, give me that power.
Although Justice League, the cartoon did actually kind of touch into that a little bit. So
yeah, we'll get there. All right, so John hears the signal with his Martian hearing and flies off. Do we still do Martian hearing?
Occasionally, because he does literally have the same power sets and a little bit more than Superman. Yeah. So we do occasionally remember that he has that.
But I just think these days it's just like, I picked it up telepathically, before they go to that Martian hearing. At Justice League headquarters, Aquaman tells the assembled team what he has learned of Starro. The Flash, as acting chairman of the League, delegates orders to each League member and gives them the locations of each of the Starro agent sightings. Green Lantern is to patrol Rocky Mountain National Park, while Wonder Woman...
do you have the cover? Throw up the cover if you have it. I love this cover. This is a classic cover. Before the times of variants and holographic covers.
I don't, but I can get it quick enough. This is, it's a pretty...
This is iconic, actually. So much so that I even have a short box of it.
Hey,
as discussed on Capes.
Yes. Wait, you get a box for your comics?
I have short boxes and long boxes. Short boxes are for temporary storage.
Short boxes are... Well, never mind.
Not short bus, Philip.
Oh, no, I was going to say, for some of your men, no. Short and long. Mm-mm. I was going for the sexual joke, Lilith Hellfire. Where do you work again?
I work at a bank.
I don't know.
Not a sperm bank, though.
Hey-oh! I was going to say... I don't know where that money went. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I love
Look at that.
It's an action-packed cover.
Superior puss.
Oh my!
Had to be done, kid.
She's embracing that. She's embracing that puss. No, yeah, I know. I mean, it's an action. It's an action cover because the Justice the first one, the All-Star Comics, was nice, but it was just them sitting around the table.
Yeah. As you did in the 40s.
I know.
Drinking coffee and eating bean toast.
I was waiting for them to be like smoking cigars around that table. Like, yeah, tell me about your story, kid. Yeah. Because
look at that. They're all doing something.
And again, here, at least the Justice League, at least they have a girl, man. That Justice Society, that original Justice Society was like a giant sausage fest,
Oh, yeah. You talk about a sausage fest.
Yeah.
It changes, though, eventually. But
well, who did they think was reading comics? Young boys. They're like, yeah, they don't want to...
Well, even though, Mary Jane, I'm just saying, boys could use some female stimuli.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it was a few years before they're like, hey, yeah, these young boys might like to look at a girl, see?
But yeah, the story's fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right. So... Yeah, Green Lantern goes to Rocky Mountain National Park. Wonder Woman and Martian Manhunter investigate a sighting at Science City.
Did you even try at that point?
I was going to say, you think Gotham and Metropolis sound made up? Oh my god, Science City. Was this subliminal? Kids, learn their science. Aquaman, of course, is to patrol the ocean depths, while the Flash himself will investigate a Starro presence.
Racist!
Flash himself investigates a Starro presence in Happy Harbor, Rhode Island. Green Lantern charges his ring and begins patrolling the skies over the Rocky Mountains. He sees one of the Starro agents flying through the air to attack an Air Force jet bomber. Oh, he's like, it's personal now. The crew of the bomber fights back, but Starro is invulnerable to the jet's machine guns. The creature's tentacles snake inside and steal one of the atomic missiles from the bomb bay. Yeah, I know. I don't think those are tentacles.
I don't think those are tentacles.
The creature's the plane dives into a tailspin, and Green Lantern uses his ring to set it down safely. When he turns his attention back towards the Starro, he sees to his horror that the monster has detonated the atomic missile. Hal quickly envelops himself in a protective bubble and begins firing blasts of energy at the...
He ain't gonna get distracted by no wood, that's for sure.
Hey-oh! At the Starro's store. Well...
Maybe a 13-year-old, but not wood.
Oh! Oh! I was gonna say he's not getting distracted by wood except his own.
Swing better swing.
But yes, he blasts at the Staro's thorax. After several well-placed hits, the creature weakens and... Oh, hold on. I lost my place.
Oh, no.
No, my finger hit those. Sorry. Get
out of here, Ed.
After several well-placed hits, the creature weakens and reverts to its normal state. In Science City...
Oh, if you thought Star City was generic.
If you live there, man, every day, wouldn't you be like, where do you live? Science City?
But Science City is like it's something. It's like a store for science stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if it's been around that long, but it is. It's something called Science City, and it's like for like your beakers and your burners.
They're not around anymore, or else I would have said Circuit City would like a word with you.
You know, honestly, there's still a Circuit City building, and it's the one that obviously, Spirit sets up in every year.
Yeah.
It's right next door to a Toys R Us. It's real sad.
Really?
It's real sad. Yeah.
Oh, that's like...
It's like the defunct... I'm surprised. Well, Radio Shack actually still has stores. But I was like, that would have been the trifecta, basically. Like a KB Toy Stores, Toys R Us, and Circuit City.
Oh, there was a Radio Shack for the longest time hanging on next to my comic shop.
Go buy some batteries!
What's gone now? It's an eyeglass place now, but no, it's my guy, the guy who runs my store, loved it because it's like they went out of business. He got like all their old bags and stuff, You didn't have to buy bags for a couple months. Yeah,
that's funny.
Wonder Woman and Martian Manhunter arrive just in time to find another Staro spore attacking the Hall of Science. The Staro wraps its huge body around the entire building, picking it up off the ground and begins flying through the sky with it. Man, what is he doing? What's that Staro doing to that building, man?
We were busy boning.
How
inappropriate, sir. Inappropriate.
How dare you violate our science?
Did you take her to dinner first?
Oh! He's violating science.
Yay, science!
Oh my. See the science on that broad?
That was our Breaking... That's my only Breaking Bad reference I know.
Science! I know. During its flight, the creature uses its mental powers to absorb the accumulated scientific knowledge of everyone in the building. And the scientists inside are placed into a state of suspended animation. Wonder Woman stands on the wing of her robot plane and ensnares the edge of the building with her magic lasso. The Martian Manhunter makes...
I don't think that's how any of this works, but okay.
Oh, the Martian Manhunter makes use of falling meteor rocks, the ones that Superman missed.
Better than Superman.
If I was Superman, I'd be like, I was helping you out, guys. Here we go. And uses his Martian breath to blow them at Staro.
Not to be confused with Superman's ice breath.
The attack is mildly successful, and it also ignites a fire on the exterior of the building. The Manhunter then uses his breath to create a suction that draws in nearby rain clouds.
Suction, you say?
Oh my!
Suck.
We're seeing all the influences on young Lil Hellfire here today, kids.
Suck.
Oh wait.
Suck it, Russell.
Okay.
Hey, now the guy's right there in the comments asking us to send feedback for off-standard Specter number 1.
Yeah, and then he left. Okay, so fuck it, Russell. But yes, creates a suction. The nearby rain clouds. The rainfall succeeds in dousing the flames. Staro, however, concentrates its attack on Wonder Woman. Wouldn't you?
No, she'll kick your ass, bro.
Well,
one thing about Wonder Woman, she's gonna kick your ass.
Well, some intergalactic warlords like that.
No shame.
Having absorbed atomic power from its fallen cousin, it generates blasts of energy from each of its tentacles. Blasting tentacles.
I just watched a show about a video about that.
And it was hentai, and it was an art form.
The only Office reference I know.
I gotta watch The Office. It's good. Wonder Woman.
Parks and Rec greater.
There you go. Wonder Woman deflects the blast with her Amazonian bracelets, and the Manhunter uses a piece of lead roof plating to protect himself.
Yes, suck it, Superman. I'm using lead.
Oh my. He can use it, he just can't see through it. With the lasso still fastened to the building, Wonder Woman ties the other end to her plane and manages to jerk the Hall of Science free from Starro's grasp. She sets
comment.
That's how I was going to say. She sets it safely upon the ground, then resumes the fight with Starro. After several intense minutes, Starro finally weakens from the assault and collapses down onto the earth.
Shoot him back into space where he belongs. Come on.
It returns to the state of an ordinary starfish, like the other Spore. This Starro's knowledge and power transfers to its third partner. In Happy Harbor, Rhode Island, the Flash investigates the sighting of the third Starro agent. This one,
Happy Harbor, you say?
Yeah. This one is using its powers to mentally control the town's populace. The Flash finds the one civilian, here we go, who appears to be unaffected by the hypnotic attack. Snapper Carr.
Superior Puss. Superior Puss.
Oh my.
We're going to hell in a handbasket. If you're not DJ, ooh, that sure was close. I didn't get manhandled. Feels like it's you.
Snapper. Oh my. Snapper is in the midst of sprinkling lime on his front lawn when he sees his family wander away from the house in a daze. They join with several other expressionless people who begin slowly walking towards Starro. Starro notices the Flash's presence and begins blasting him with his energy attack. But the Flash is too fast for him. By encircling the creature at super speed, he manages to trap it inside a vortex and propel him out to sea. He then begins drumming his feet on the shoreline at super speed, causing the water around Starro to part. Yeah, get him the old Moses, see? When he stops, the water crashes back down on top of it, rendering the creature unconscious. With Starro inert, the townspeople regain control of their senses. The original Starro absorbs the knowledge and power of its defeated underlings and glides towards nearby Turkey Hollow.
Wow. Gobble, gobble.
I was going to say, come on, you know what that's calling for.
Gobble, gobble.
The Flash radios the rest of the League and who gathers together for the final showdown. With all of its accumulated power, Starro plans on taking control of the entire world. Starro learns of Green Lantern's weakness against the color yellow. Oh, God. And changes its own color so that it will be invulnerable to GL's power ring attacks. At least it's not a yellow lamp. Flash is still curious as to why Snapper Carr was impervious to Starro's mental control. Because he's high. With Green Lantern's help...
Superior Plus!
With Green Lantern's help, he learns that the lime coloring Snapper Carr's clothes was proof against the alien's powers.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Was it?
Or that snaps.
Oh my God! So Starro's weakness is lemon lime. Hey-oh.
I mean, he's seafood, so technically I get it. Put a little salt on there for
I'm
good
gonna
measure.
eat you.
That's kind of hilarious, honestly.
I know. Armed with a means for combating the monster, the Justice League gather up several barrels of lime, and Green Lantern uses his ring to sprinkle it all across Starro's body. Man, this is kinky.
You put the lime in the coconut.
The lime hardens around him, imprisoning Starro within a hard white shell. Shut up, Lilith. Grateful for unintentionally providing them with the means to defeat Starro, the Justice League makes Snapper Carr an honorary member of the League. So the kid accidentally stumbles into this solution, you know.
I mean, to be fair, Justice League stumbles into the solution a lot. To be fair.
Yeah, but at least they got powers. So the kid accidentally discovered it, and so they make him the original Marvin and Wendy. Come on.
They wanted to pull more kids in. Come on.
Nobody cares. You got superpowered guys. You got hot-ass Wonder Woman. Come on, like kids aren't going to be reading this.
I mean, it worked for the Super Friends. Just saying.
I know. But Snapper Carr, come on.
And we never saw him again. Don't get fingered.
I think Denny takes him out, doesn't he? Or gets him off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He's like, there'll be none of that.
All right, Lilith Hellfire, what did you think?
I think it's hilarious. I love Starro stories. I think they're always very funny. Like, they seem very serious, and then the ending is always hilarious. I think that's where the Suicide Squad really channeled that from, honestly. I thought that was very true to the spirit of Starro stories.
Yes.
So.
I'm just looking at some of the notes here. Oh, it is revealed in Adventure Comics 451 that as a contingency plan, Starro disengaged a remnant to carry on the fight should he be defeated.
Don't sleep on Starro, actually.
Oh my. Who's Who, the definitive directory of the DC Universe. Number 2 identifies Detective Comics 327 from 1964 as the first appearance of the Earth 1 Batman. And Convergence Zero cites Detective Comics 327 as the first appearance of the pre-crisis Earth 1 Gotham City. That would technically make this an Earth 32 story.
Oh, shut up, nerd. No one cares. No one cares about your Earth.
But for practical reasons, it is indexed as an Earth 1 story.
Now that is super nerdy.
Well, how about usually John Jones in his human form has brown hair, but here he had blonde. Well, he's a shapeshifter. He can do whatever he wants.
You know, he's just trying out something new. See if he can get some extra superior puss with the blonde.
Oh, see if anyone pays attention to him.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're not going to mention my hair? Okay, you're all self-absorbed a-holes. That's fine. That's fine.
That John Jones or Lilith? Man, these... Damn. All right, so... Yeah, I mean... Origin stories, take them over... Again, but it's like... I mean...
They just jumped right into it.
Yeah.
They're like, you know who these guys are.
Yeah,
we're calling a meeting. We're gonna kick some starfish butt.
They're not sitting around smoking cigars, telling stories. And again, at least at the end...
That's literally the differential between the two.
And again, at least at the end, they all gather together to fight a menace. I mean, in that first Justice Society, I mean, we didn't see them work together once. It's all like, hey, tell me your story. Tell me your story.
If we're gonna, they're getting to know each other. They were doing, like I said, they were doing team building exercises.
I know at this point, Gardner Fox is like, yeah, they don't need to introduce, they don't need to meet each other. They already met.
I like when a story starts in Mesre, in the middle. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't need a middle, beginning, and end necessarily. Just keep me entertained. And there were a lot of fun stories. So.
Yeah, you know what happened. Someone just went around and said, "Hey, you want to start a league?" Yeah, sure.
Exactly. It was the 40s. The leagues were the thing. See.
We're gonna have poker night. See, yeah. See. All right. So, any other thoughts on these, Lilith Hellfire, for our 0 episode?
No, I think these are pretty good stories that kind of introduce you into the world, and you can see the difference between that Golden Age stuff and the more modern stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I was going to yell at you for messing with my numbering, but this might work. Okay.
Sorry.
No.
I was just joking.
No.
Make the episode 0
I think it works. No, it works. Well, this will be episode 0. Then episode 1 will be the Last Days of the Justice Society special number 1.
Oh, look at me. I did a thing.
Hell. So, yeah.
Phil has a little touch of OCD. We will actually do a 125 for Comic Capers just because it doesn't sit right in his spirit.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Potter, you calling me black? What?
Of course. I said you have a touch. I have a dash.
Oh, my. That should have been the name of the podcast, the OCD Squad. Jeez. Meanwhile, Charlie Esser just like goes with the flow, man.
It's like, what? I did 500 episodes already. I'm not planning anything special. What are you talking about?
500 episodes? Like nothing, of course.
Everyone loves cocaine.
I recorded 20 episodes in a day.
Everyone loves cocaine.
I mean, I think 4 is our record, right?
I think so.
Or 5? Something ridiculous.
It's
like
something
that.
like 4, maybe, yeah.
I'm uncancelable.
Stop.
All right, so yes, kids. So for episode 1, like I said, the Last Days of the Justice Society special number 1, and then episode 2 will be JLA Age of Wonder 1 and 2, and then of course, like we said, end of the month. So of course, the end of the first month will be Secret Origins Part 1.
Part 1.
Oh, with a lot of Batman and Ray's favorites. So.
Although animated Batman is pretty awesome. Like,
yes.
I can see how you might not like comic book Batman, but animated Batman, awesome.
Exactly. And then if you're interested in February, kids, yeah, we're gonna get into some of those Justice League, Justice Society team-ups because...
Oh, they're the best.
One a week, kids. Justice League of America 195, week 2, 196, and week 3, 197. Then we finish the month with Secret Origins Part 2, so... Deuces. All right.
So on that note, I guess you can give them the plugs.
Yes. Hell, that's right, kids. So yes, send your thoughts. Anything you want to hear, or please send your feedback on anything we got upcoming. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Yeah, we do a bunch of Marvel and DC podcasts. So if you're new, if you discovered this as a new listener, yes, please send feedback. We love feedback. We can play audio right here live. So send us your thoughts on the Justice League and the Justice Society. But you can also find Unlimited Justice on Facebook, on Twitter. I love the handle. I was having trouble Unlimited and stuff. But so what's our Twitter handle, Lilith Hellfire? At JLA JSA Pod. At JLA JSA Pod, kids.
Nice.
So find links to all of those, all the social medias for all the DC and Marvel shows we do. Links to this YouTube. Yes, you can watch this on YouTube. And yes, everything is always in the show notes. The YouTube, podcast, all of it. I know those help. Oh, and most importantly, find links to our Patreon, because once again, this is a passion project.
We want to build our own Hall of Justice. Please assist us.
Just want to pay for this podcast to begin with. Yes, so it's a passion project. We're all paying for it out of our own pocket, kids. So yes, any little contribution helps, but $3 or $5 gets you exclusive content, creator interviews, movie reviews, so much more. So yes, so please subscribe if you can, or pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. But find all of it at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right, hanging from the bat plane, Lilith Hellfire, where can people find you?
Hang 'em high, hang 'em low. Find me on the interwebs, on Twitter, at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram, at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course, on TikTok, making the spicy content, at Lilith Hellfire69. Duh.
She loves when they hang low.
Yeah, I got that last night. Coming forth to carry you home. The big finish. Jazz hands.
Hey-o. Thank you for joining us for the first time, kids. Again, come back for episode 1, Last Days of the Justice Society of America. And remember, yes, not only comics, but animated series too, so. Oh, hey. Send in your thoughts. Who are your favorite Justice League and Justice Society members?
And if it's not Hawk Girl, you might get canceled.
Hey-o.
Not Charlie Usher.
All right, kids. So remember, join us next time. Get yourself some justice.
Unlimited justice. Outrageous.
I am Connor from the House of L.
And I am Ray from the House of Zod.
We are two of the many, many survivors of Krypton's destruction, and we have made our home in Australia, and dare I say, have become Australians, for better or worse. But we have also decided to read Superman comics, read Superman books, watch Superman shows, cartoons, movies, basically everything Superman, and from an Australian perspective as well. Whether you're a seasoned fan, like me,
Or whether you are coming in fresh, wide-eyed and wanting to learn more like me, then this podcast is for you. Join us for our bi-weekly adventures available on all good podcast catchers.
so just search for Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. We'll be coming to you from Australia or some cosmic dimension, wherever we are that week. Up,
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 and away.